G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So today, as you can see, we're jumping into the Future Saga stage, number 28, and I've elected to go with a full Potara team here. Once we get our rotations, this team will look very nice, with the floating from a Blue Fusion Vegito for those dodges, all the linking from the Zamasus that they're going to get together. This just comes together to be a really nice team. So here we are, we're starting off with this, so a bit of a waste, but we'll throw those over there, go that there, and we'll just completely hunt Android 18 to start off. We will pop an Icarus just for the sake of it, can never be too careful. Hopefully Vegito shows off that dodging that I've been talking about in that third slot. I know a lot of people won't want to rotate him off, but he does give you a lot in that third slot with that dodging. So there we go, we got the additional, so we've lowered the defense on 18 very nicely. So bang, look at that attack stat, 3.4 million from 55% a la Rose. So if you can get him a lot of key, he's going to cause a lot of damage. And then his hidden potential system activating us for us there, getting off that dodge. As we know, int when 55% gets that dodge chance. So we're going to power through this with the type advantage, smacking around Android 18 and the crit. Oh, and we didn't quite get that finish. There's 2 dodges, 3, perfect. So we didn't get Vegito Blue, which is a bit annoying because we do want to rotate him with the friend. With the friend Blue Fusion because, whoops, that's right, Zamasu will finish. Pick up very nicely together, and then anytime you can keep a Rainbow Blue Fusion on the rotation, you're going to do that. That's right. We'll put the Blue Fusion. We'll put the Easy A Vegito Blue with my Blue Fusion Vegito. Mine is 1 dupe with all link level 10s, so it's definitely no slouch, is what I'll say. So bang. Now the other option that you could have gone with this Future Saga team, as I spoke about before, was the dual trunks leads, where no dodging in that third slot lets me down. But there's still a lot of variety you could go in with that team, and it's definitely going to be doable. So don't think that this is the only option of team that's going to get the job done here. So we use that damage reduction in that first slot. Go that, and then we'll get a bit of healing here. Probably a bit silly because I should have left Vegito Blue on rotation so that I was able to link him up with one of my other Vegito Blues, considering I'd put both the other 2 in the third slot, but I guess we'll just fix that up with the next rotation. So we should be nice to get off multiple supers here. There we go, there's 1 and 2. And no third. But still a lot of damage, and we didn't get any counters off there, being in that third slot. So this transformation we'll probably see a few times in this video. And I need to keep him on. But yeah, there's probably not a great way to do it, but I do need to fix my rotations and get the Vegito Blue with one of the Blue Fusion Vegetos. So type advantage there, saved us a lot of damage, and then we're going to lower attack and defense there. No additional. I thought we would have got the finish there, but Vegeto's going to come in and finish us off here, and we'll be on to that next battle. So would have been nicer to have a lot more health, but we go into this. Should have LR Rose on first rotation. Yep, perfect. Got a nice lot of orbs there, so we're going to get off a big 18 key super right off the bat, which is really nice. That messed up my tech orbs. So we'll just pop a princess, snake, just get a bit of healing off. We're going to have that damage reduction. And then our rotations will be fixed from next turn. Sorry. So there we go, 3.4. We're going to have type advantage. So we should hit for just over 2 million, I think. Yep, 2.1. So that's really good. And then he greatly raises his attack and defense off that 18 key, so don't have to worry about him getting slapped too hard there. And we've avoided the super attacks in that second, so would say that means Vegito is getting hit here, but hopefully we have that chance to dodge pop up and we can avoid that one. So there's one. No super on that first rotation, okay, so we expect it here. Going to pop a Whis, get off that extra little bit of damage reduction, and we're going to leave Blue Vegeta in that first slot to get off those counters, and then a big 24 key super from Goku Black in that last slot. So I do have level 5 silver crit on my Vegeta boy, not that you would know from that. That's a bit of a letdown, but am hoping to get some decent gold crit equipment with the next chain battle that'll eventually come out. But yeah, haven't got any as of yet, but certainly look forward to getting that and chucking straight onto him, because as we know, all that crit equipment makes a world of difference with these Vegito units and their counters. So yeah, don't be wasting those crit equipments when you get them. So that's nice, getting off the raise of defense, and then now we're going to be lowering attack and defense. So this free-to-play Goku Black is definitely a good option in SBRs with that lowering and raising. Especially if you get him in that first slot and you can save the rest of your rotation a lot of damage. But you also don't want to break apart your rotations like I would have just had to. So what are we going to get? We get 5 that way versus 6. So we'll take the 6. We'll slide that across because we don't want to take the type disadvantage, even though the Tech Zamasu's defense isn't crazy. But I think this will lower. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I thought that super attack lowered attack and defense, but must have been imagining that. So let's see what we get. No critical. When you get a critical with that merged Zamasu, he does some very big damage. He's a good offensive easy A unit, but does lack a bit on that defensive side unless you've got an item like a Whis activated like I just had. There we go, we've lowered the defense. We've got a dodge. There we go. Pretty sure I only have oh mate, I must have 3 dodge on that Zamasu unit. So that's always handy when that pops off. As I'm sure many of you do, watch The Truth. He's currently making a very big thing of letting people know that dodge can be extremely important. So we've got no items here. We're going to be getting, I think this is the nicest way to do it. That should get us on the verge of, I think this should be safe without activating the Dokkan. Oh, yeah, right on the cusp. So this is going to really hurt. That's really going to hurt. 200k. And thank God for multiple attacks here. I shouldn't jinx myself, but we should get off multiple supers here, and we should finish him off, I would have thought. Nope. There we go. Been wrong before. I'll be wrong again in the future. But there we go. We got our finish off. Took a lot of damage there, but the advantage here is we're going in with our Dokkan attack. We pop a Princess Snake maybe straight off the bat. Might even play it even safer because we've got plenty of items. We'll pop a Whis and we'll pop an Android 8 just so we can have Rose in that first slot. So didn't get off that 18 key super, which would have been huge for him, because as we know, he raises that. His attack raises with each key he has. That's a lot that's a lot of damage to be taking with Icarus and Android 8 active, but that's okay because, wow, that's a very slow Dokkan mode. So this should be big. This should be a pretty considerable amount of damage. And we should get pretty close to knocking them out with this Dokkan attack, I think. Don't know about you guys, let me know in the comments, but I love this animation. There's something, wow, that's a lot less than I thought it was going to be, wow. But yeah, I love that binding Kamehameha. I think it's a great animation. I think it's much better than his 18 key super. And in that 18 key super, I do love I guess you can sort of see the rage and emotion on his Rose's face, but I don't know. For some reason, just very biased towards that binding Kamehameha. So there we go, we're raising key on that Goku Black unit. And just because we've still got both those items active, I'm going to leave that first slot to Fizz Vegito Blue. Sorry, just thinking about how these orbs are going to line up. And we're not going to get off that super anyway. So have left a lot of those into orbs there for Rose for next rotation, so we should be able to get off a really big super attack there. We need some crit counters, would be handy. As you can see, they're not critting and therefore they're not giving us much damage. There we go. We really need those crits to get some actual damage on the board, because otherwise those counters don't do a whole lot. And yes, every little bit does count, but if we can get those counters and we fire off stats that are like close to 1,000,000 damage, it just adds up so quickly. So here we go. We'll pop the Whis, last one. We'll go after Rose here. I mean after Goku Black, sorry. And we'll just continue going after him. We've got Vegito in that third slot, so hopefully we get some of that dodging again. But there we go. So can only imagine how crazy this LR Rose would be if he raised his key off each attack like the strong Goku Black does. I think, just imagine how broken that would make this unit. But there we go. We still put out good numbers there. It was close to 2 million on that hit. This will probably be about 8. Oh, we got the big crit. Nice. And another crit. Wow. The Goku Black survived with a slither of health. So we'll get the finish here on Goku Black and start going to work on Zamasu, getting off that extra additional. So he's raising attack each time, so it's brilliant. Please dodge. Yes, there we go. So that's why I was saying bringing the two Blue Fusion Vegetos, and you can rotate one off and keep one on rotation with that Fizz Vegito Blue like I've done, and as you'll see they'll link up amazingly here. Well, not as high as I thought it would have been, but still obviously very good. So we'll go into that. We're not going to be worried about getting off that super for Goku Black. We've got a lot of orbs there ready to go for LR Rose next rotation if we do need. If we get a couple big crits here and some nice additionals, oh, ignore me. That's done and dusted. So there's another run done, guys. Hope you were able to get something from the video. Even better if you can replicate this team and go into this event with it, because you'll smash it out of the park, as you just saw. That wasn't an overly difficult run for us. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content. hope you all do want to keep up with the content. Please give me any feedback on what you'd like to see from me and what you'd like me to do different. My DMs are open and I will link that below in the description. So feel free to hit me up, and hopefully I'll catch you guys on the next video.